Okay, well, hey, we are live in on YouTube for sure, and we are live. It looks like in Facebook. Let me double check, and then we'll get started. I appreciate you guys coming on as you start to see this, and put in the comment section what city you're from and what's working for you right now on your referral network as I get things going. I want to make sure that we touch on the things that you want to touch on. This live is about you. It's not just about me and what I want to talk about. So let's get this one. Okay, settings. So let me click back in here. Yep, we're live here. So I'm going to share this one into the group. We have a group called The Marketing Edge. If you're not familiar with it, it's a free group for real estate professionals. So we want to make sure that you are aware of that. It'll be posted in the chat as well, so that we do weekly coaching, but we also have a lot of really cool assets and things like that we have in there, as well as like the show notes that we do for this call. And yeah, looks like we're live on all three. Okay, so you're either watching me on YouTube, you're watching me on my professional page, the Kevin Harris on Facebook, or you're watching me inside the marketing group. So welcome. And I just want to say that I'm super excited that we are finally live on all three. And I want to get started. I want to make sure I maximize your time because you guys are busy, hopefully, and you're working hard. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. Many of you guys know that one of my specialties is connecting what I call business partners, but most of us call them vendors, with real estate agents, realtors, real estate professionals, investment people. Because what I've had the fortune of doing is being able to coach in multiple areas of the real estate transactions. I've coached marketers in title. I've coached inspection marketers. I've coached real estate agents, and I've coached lenders. I've coached brokers. And so as I started doing that, I realized that there was a disconnect in how we can get referrals and how would actually just build a business for each of us, right? So today we're going to talk about some numbers. We're going to talk about some strategy. I'm going to give you 3 steps. So make sure you watch this till the end. I'm going to give you a 3-step strategy to actually build your referral network differently than probably you've been thinking about, but also include your business partners so that you all can build a great business and in turn, a great life. All right, so let's talk about it. Did you know that 82% of all real estate transactions, 82% comes from repeat clients, referrals, and personal relationships? 82%. Not Zillow, not Facebook ads, not cold calls, not FSBOs, not open houses. Referrals, repeat clients, and personal relationships. Why does that matter? Well, it matters because most agents spend most of their time trying to figure out the other 18%. Most agents that I've coached thousands of agents. I've coached all varieties from 0 to $100 million producing teams. And the ones who get it are the ones who realize that they focus on the 82% of the business first, and then the 18% give it its due, but also understand that it's only 18% of your business. Okay, so you could say, I don't know, you could say you're fishing in the wrong pond if your focus seems to be for the majority of your time, FSBOs, expireds, door knocking, Facebook leads, PPC. I'm not saying those don't work, but historically, statistically, it only makes up 18% of the business. So before you go out fishing in that pond, my recommendation today is that you build a system around the 82%. The 82% of the business that is sitting in front of you, the big giant pond with all the fish that most agents aren't fishing in. Before I go any further, if you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell I've got to get used to saying that, so that you get notified when I go live or when we drop a new short or a new YouTube video. Okay. And then also make sure you put in the comment section what city you're from. Okay. So whether you're in Facebook or whether you're in the Marketing Edge or whether you're on YouTube, make sure you put in the comment section what city you're watching this from, because I'm always curious on where the audience is, and I want to meet you where you are. And it's going to be very important here in just a few minutes when I talk to you about how you can build this. So let's get into the territory. Let me hit you with a couple more numbers that I want you to think about. Referral leads, the stuff we just talked about, convert statistically 14 to 30% of the time. So 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Okay. So that's not 10 out of 10. So if you're not experienced in sales, understand that it's not 100% conversion, although it may feel like that at sometimes because you are killing it with the conversation. But if you struggle, or if you're new to this business, it's still going to convert 2 to 3 out of 10. That doesn't sound like a lot until you understand that Zillow leads, Facebook leads, and I'm talking Zillow for the most part. There are people that've got systems and they do a lot of follow up, but statistically they only convert 1 to 3% of the time. 1 to 3% versus 14 to 30%. That's a 20 times factor that referral leads close more than your online leads, your cold call leads. So 25% more value is in a referral lead. And I'm talking lifetime value, 25% more of a lifetime value. Why? Because they're easier, they trust you faster, and they send you more referrals. I want you to think about your business. If you're an active producing real estate agent over the past 3 years, I want you to think about, because you may not keep this statistic, I want you to think about this, that how much of your business that came from cold calling, came from Facebook ads, came from your Zillow leads, did you get repeat business from? That's a good statistic to actually have. So you can go through your business and see where, because hopefully you're keeping where your referral business is coming from, so that you can thank the referrer for the business, right? In every way you do it, whether it's a party, whether it's a gift card, something like that. And I would say you also need to know how many of your new source leads, your cold call leads, your Zillow, your Facebook leads, how many of those actually are giving you referrals. I would dare say that it's not the same percentage as the people who already know, like, and trust you. That's your referral people. That's the triangle of trust. Like, your landscaper has someone that they recommend to you, and they recommend you to them. That person trusts the landscaper trusts you. So there's a natural bridge for that person to trust you. It's called the triangle of trust, right? So that's why they convert at a higher level, because if you don't know, it's like 85% of all the business in real estate transactions, the reason why they pick a realtor is because they first trusted them. So trust is a huge factor, and it takes time, right? It can take 5 minutes, it can take 5 years, but it takes time. Well, you've already built that trust with your referral, with your past clients, with your sphere, and with your vendor partners or your business partners. Okay, so why aren't more agents? If this is true, okay, so let's just say this is true. Why aren't more agents taking advantage of this? I've got 3 reasons. Okay, I got 3 reasons that kind of come from my coaching and come from just the observation and the rooms that I've been in and just the conversations I've had. Number 1, most agents, unfortunately, out of sight, out of mind. They're looking for the next deal. And when they get the deal, they get to the closing table, boom, they're done. Thank you so much for the experience. This was awesome. And then we never communicate with them again. Like, we don't have a referral business. We have a commission business. Let me say that again. Most agents don't have a referral business. They have a commission business. They're just looking for the next commission. And you struggle in this business because you're not building an actual referral business where you can manage the relationship for 30 to 45, sometimes more days, and build a referral business where they like, know, and trust you for that time. And then they continue to like, know, and trust you and refer you for the years to come to their friends, to their relatives. And then when they need to sell again, the client eventually just drifts off, right? Like they don't remember you. It's been 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And when the neighbors decide they want to move, they can't even remember your name because you haven't sent them anything. You haven't kept in touch. You haven't given them of anything of value. That's number one. So out of sight, out of mind, number one. Number two, they don't ask. They just don't ask. Most of us get in this business, and we come from a service business. I was a teacher. I was a football coach in Texas. We come from bartenders and nurses and front-facing, like consumer-facing people. We serve. But most of us don't get into this business with two skills that we very desperately need. Entrepreneurial skills, like how to build a business, and then sales skills, because most of us haven't been in that sales environment where we sold at a high level, where we had to learn sales skills. We had to learn how to ask for the business and then close people and all those things. That's okay. But when you get into this business, you got to learn some of those skills. One of them is just to learn to ask for the business. They're afraid to ask for the business. I had so many clients that coaching clients that are just afraid that they feel like they're going to be salesy, right? That's a terrible way to look at your business. You're not selling anything. You're offering a service. So start getting good at offering that service and asking for the business. Number three. So number one, out of sight, out of mind. Number two, they don't ask. And number three, you just don't have a vendor strategy. Okay. And that's what we're going to kind of talk about today for most of this call is, what is your vendor strategy? Did you know that there are vendors out there that want your business? Right? Shocking, right? They want your business, but they don't know how to ask you. You don't know how to ask them. So you wind up just giving it to whoever takes you to lunch or whoever you see at the event, which is fine when you get started. But you should be building business relationships with people around the real estate transaction. This can be title, it could be lenders, it can be inspection companies, it can be landscapers, roofers, foundation repair, radon, all the things, depending on where you are in this country. You should be building tight business relationships because they want business, you want business, and ultimately the client that you're serving is the same client. Okay, so I want to make sure that you understand that that is the most important part of your business. And I've got a solution for you at the end of this call. So how do we actually build this and understand that your vendors, your business partners, are sitting on buyers and sellers, whether it's they're pre-qualifying, like a lot of lenders they get buyers leads. They have friends, they have people they do life with, they have databases that you want to be included in. It's not as easy as your own referral business, your own past clients, because they're dealing with a lot of realtors. They're dealing with a lot of real estate professionals as well. So there's a lot of people that want their business, but they got to give to somebody, right? And so if you identify someone as someone who's connects with your business and that you can build a business together, start doing life with them, start doing things with them, take them to lunch once a quarter. We're going to talk about that in a second. Okay, so what is the system? I want to talk the remainder of the time on the system. Okay, so I call it the three-touch, the Hero Edge, the three-touch referral engine, the three-touch referral engine. And guys, just FYI, if you're taking notes on YouTube, if you're part of the Marketing Edge, I'll put the link in the comment section at the end. But it's just the Hero Edge TME community. If you are part of that, the show notes and everything will be in there in the actual group. So if you're part of the group, sit back, relax. If you're on YouTube, take a bunch of notes or just join the Marketing Edge. It's free, and you'll get the notes. All right, so here we go. What's the system? Number one, stay top of mind. Easy. We all know we're supposed to do it. It's simple, but not easy. Okay, so it's simple, not easy. I meant to say simple. So staying top of mind. Your past clients and your SOI, your sphere of influence, already like you. They already like you, okay? Your job, once you finish the deal, once you build a relationship, is to not disappear. Most of us disappear. We just lose touch because we think that it's their responsibility to reach out when they need something or they hear from something, but it's not. It's our responsibility. It's our business. It's our profession. We are the professionals. We should have a system to build it out. So somebody put in the comments that they do Mother Day cards out by Wednesday, including dog moms. That's awesome. That's awesome. And so to that point, do you have a market update that you're sending out? You should be the real estate professional, the economist of their world. Okay, the real estate economist of their world. You should send out a market update. There are 100 different ways to get it that you don't actually create it. Guess what? Your business partners, your vendors, have the ability to give that to you. Most lenders, title companies have that information that they aggregate, and they probably even send it to you, but you don't take advantage of it and make it your own, or just send it out in an email or do a Facebook, do a YouTube video and give it to your clients. A market update once a month shows them that you are in the business and reminds them of what business you're in. Birthday text. Okay, a real check-in, not just a blanket email that you send out once a week, but a real check-in. Do you have their birthdays? Do you have their kids' birthdays? Do you have their anniversaries? Are they still married? Just kidding. Maybe. But understanding that you have to have that information to then engage them. Facebook is a wonderful thing because it gives you a lot of that information. You should take note. That should be part of your action plan. I call it your hero plan, but it should be part of your plan at least once a day or once a week. You sit down and you go through your Facebook feed and find out who are all the birthdays that are showing up and all the anniversaries, and make sure you have it in your CRM, your customer relation management software, so that you can then get tickled with an alarm that says you need to send something out. You need to send a text. You need to send a card, whatever it is. Okay. We had insurance companies that do that all the time, but we, as real estate professionals, think that we don't do it, or we don't think about doing it. But why do real insurance companies do it? Because most people are not looking at the insurance every single day. It's once a year, maybe. And they want to make sure that when they think insurance, they think them. Right? There's a lot of State Farms out there. There's a lot of Geicos. There's a lot of Gooseheads. So they need to make sure that they think of them, not the company, them. Right? So they send out this information, these systems. That's very easy to build if you have the right software, if you have the right systems, just to remind you, if nothing else. Okay. When you reach out to them, you're just reaching out saying, hey, I was just thinking of you. How's the house? If it's a past client, how's the house? How you doing? I helped someone buy a house, brand new house, and a year later, almost a year to the date later, because I'd reached out to them, they then piped up and said they needed to sell their house because they were moving to a different city. I mean, I would have never thought that, nor would I have been involved in that if I hadn't been reaching out to them and just keeping in touch, not about buying a house, but because their situation changed, they thought of me. Does that make sense? Now, magnify that times 100 if you have 100 people that you're doing that to, or 1,000. Think about how much business you could get. And it's easy business because you've already built the trust factor with these people. If you don't have a CRM where you're doing this in, we offer a CRM that we just launched the 1st of May called the Beacon. It is on a platform called Go High Level. So I'm full transparency. You can go buy High Level yourself, and you can build all the systems and you can build all the back end, or you can just be part of our community and use the Beacon, which we give you the templates, we give you the text, we help you set it up. And we make sure that this is going out, and we have trainings that we've just started. This is literally brand new. I wouldn't say it's necessarily beta, but it's kind of beta. But if you're watching this right now and you want to be a part of it, just drop it in the comment section. You want more information, and I'll make sure I get you that information either through the comments or if I've got your login information, if I've got your email, I'll send you an email on it. But you don't have to use that. You can use your own. Okay. But I'm just saying we want to offer that because part of our strategy in the Hero Edge is that we want to give you the complete solution. We want to build an ecosystem of people that are all going in the same direction. Vendors, real estate professionals, and coaching, all going in the same direction, which is to dominate your market, become the go-to vendor or the go-to real estate agent, and become the hero in your own story. So Your goal is, and we'll go to touch number 2. So stay top of mind. But your goal by staying top of mind is that when they heard the words real estate, they think of you either as the connector to somebody or the actual person who needs to help them. Number 2. So number 1, stay top of mind. Number 2, make the ask. Make the ask. Within 30 days of closing a deal, you should have a system in place where you literally make the ask. I will drop the script into the Marketing Edge, okay, after this call. The full transcripts will be there. And the script was something, it's really simple. Hey, love working with you. A quick question. Who do you know who's thinking about buying or selling, right? That's it. Just within 30 days, you're still in the real estate framework. They just got into their house or they just sold their house, right? So that's still a very easy conversation to have. I'd love to help them in the same way that I helped you. If you will make sure that you do that within the first 30 days, you have started to set the relationship forward. You don't have to worry about asking anymore. It's going to feel very normal for you to ask because every 2 or 3 or 4 months, you're going to ask about it because they understand now the importance of your referral business. And if you don't do this, it's harder and harder every week, month, year that goes by to do it because you haven't built a business. When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the next best time? Right now. Start with your current clients, start with your recent past clients, and then spend time every week in your calendar to go back to your older clients and re-engage them. But start with the people that are fresh, that are still warm in your database. You can text them, you can call them, you can write a handwritten note. It doesn't matter how you do it, honestly. It just matters that you say the words. And then you do it again in 90 days. So 30 and 90 days. And then every 90 days afterwards, that's not the only communication you're having with them. You're DMing them, you're putting them, you're commenting on their Facebook post, you're sending them an email, you're sending them the market update. But every 90 days, you come around and you have a system that tells them it's time for you to ask for the business. There's a saying, there's a book out there, and you've heard me say it 1,000 times if you've heard my coaching, that Gary Vaynerchuk wrote his first book. I think it was his first book, was Jab, 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 Right Hook, which just translates to give, 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 and then you've earned the right to ask. So give a bunch of stuff, service, and just report anything they ask. You have a plumber, they need a plumber, you got a guy. I'm the guy. I'm the guy that will get you the people, all the things, and you've earned the right to ask them for the business. Make sense? If it makes sense, just say yes in the chat or yes in the comments or give me a thumbs up or something, okay? Touch 3. So number 1, touch 1 is stay top of mind with everybody in your database. Number 2, making sure you ask for the business. Ask for the business. Number 3, this is the vendor play. We're going to spend the next 4 or 5 minutes on this. This is the hero special, okay? So this is the hero special. The reality is no one else is really talking about this. How do I know that? Because I talked to thousands of agents, hundreds of vendors for the past 4 or 5 years, and I don't know of anyone who does this at a high level except us. Okay, and this is my mountaintop that I've been preaching from for 5 years now. The reason why I'm on YouTube is so I can get it out there to the masses that this is the way you should build your business. Again, most of us don't have business background, an entrepreneurial background, so it doesn't necessarily come natural to us. So sometimes we have to hear it in a different way. So this is how I'm going to do it. The Hero Edge Special. Here we go. The vendor play. Your lender closes 5 to 10 deals a month or more. Every buyer of them needs an agent. Some of them, it comes from agents, and some of it comes from their own lead gen. They have friends, they have relatives, they have people they interact with. Everybody knows them as a lender. You have inspectors that do 3 to 5 inspections a week, sometimes for buyers that are already under contract, and sometimes for investors, and sometimes for companies, and sometimes for builders. And they also have a database, and they also have friends and relatives, right? You have a title rep that does title every single month. And sometimes that title doesn't have a real estate person in it. It's people that are investors or people that need a deed. I just sent a person to one of my title vendor partners to do a deed because he bought a a lot on a owner finance, and he needed to have a contracted deed. Okay. There was no realtor involved there, but it gave me an opportunity to build a relationship with that client and give my title person a little bit of business on well. And then your stager is doing all sorts of things. They're not just staging homes to sell. They're actually staging homes because people have just moved or they're redecorating and they're in conferences. They have all these connections. Every one of them has a referral pipeline. Every single one of them has a referral pipeline. Let me rephrase that or re-say it. Every one of them has a referral pipeline. If you have a real relationship, not a transactional relationship, but a real relationship, here's how you can build it fast. Okay. So if you want to build your business fast and you want to build your referral, your business partner fast, there are a few ways you can do it. Okay. Number one, pick 5 partners, not 50, 5, just 5. Okay. Just 5 partners that you're going to identify. Now, you may say, oh, I don't have 5 partners, or I'm new to the business, or maybe I just switched companies, or maybe I don't have a lender, maybe I don't have a title person. No problem. Put in the comment section if you're a realtor or a real estate professional, or you're one of the business partners of vendors, that you are looking to build a community in your area that has this, that you can be the go-to. And I will get in contact with you because we're building communities across the nation over the next couple of years of the actual local edge. That's what it's called, the local edge / Dallas / Houston / Tyler / Virginia / Vegas. Okay. And we're going to have vendor partners who are really wanting to build businesses with agents in the same fashion and in the same light that we're talking about today. Okay. So if you don't have one, or if you do, let them, bring them to me and I'll talk to them. And maybe they want to be part of the community and build their business as well. But show up for them first. Pick 5 and show up for them first. Send them a referral. Do something for them. Actually help them co-market. See what they're going on. Remember, jab, 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 right hook. Build their business, and then in turn, they will feel obligated, but really more importantly, wanting to build your business. Okay. Because if you do, I promise you, it is a strong relationship when you are the person who initiates this. If you're the one who's always just sucking from the proverbial teat of the cow, you're not in a strong position versus you're the one who's giving the referrals and you're giving service. Okay. You become the leader of the group, not just the one who's participating. So show up first, send them a referral, feature them on social, make an introduction, give before you ask. Create one consistent touch point, monthly coffee, quarterly meeting, lunch, dinner, invite the wives, invite the families. Okay. Bring them out to dinner. And I promise you will build a strong, strong relationship. I have a lender partner that we met in Cabo and went and had dinner together because we both enjoy the beach and we knew that they were going to be together. And so we got to spend time outside of business, just building a relationship. And we're like this because of that. And they're great. They're one of the best ones in the DFW Metroplex. So it's phenomenal. And that just happened a little organically, but then it was also intentional that we reached out and made sure that we connected when we were there. Do this with 5 vendors. Okay. So just remember, loyalty is about building it for years, not the next commission. Okay. It's about building something for years. Pick 5 vendors and your referral network over the next 3 months, 6 months, year will multiply, not just grow, but multiply, because now you'll start getting into their referral business. They're going to start giving you business. And again, remember, if you're a real estate agent, it only takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 deals to change your world. 7 extra deals, right? Because of what we do for a living and how we help people. So understanding this, if you get 2 or 3 from one and 2 or 3 from another, or 1 from this one and 3 from this one, that changes your dynamic of your business, because you're actually digging in to the business that closes 84% of the time in real estate. Remember, 84% of all transactions happen from referrals, past clients, things like that. 84%. So start building that even before you really start focusing on the online leads and all that stuff, although I would tell you to do those as well, but you just got to look at your numbers and decide where are you in your business and what is your focus. The hero, okay, and I'm going to leave you with this, the hero doesn't just fight battles. The hero just doesn't fight battles. They build allies. Okay. One of the sayings that I love about the Hero Edge is that we say that heroes are not born, they're built. Heroes are not born, they're built. Most generals, most people of known that we remember were nobodies until they were somebody because of an event, because of something that they had been preparing for, but then it happened and then it galvanized their history. We have got to understand that in our business, we have got to build what we want. It's not going to just come. Okay. So here's call to action and we're done. 3 moves this week. No excuses. I'm going to give you a call to action every single week. 3 moves, no excuses. Number 1, text at least one past client today, not tomorrow, today. It's 11:30 Central Time. So no matter where you are in the United States, you still got time to text one past client and just reach out and say, hey, I was just thinking about you. Hope everything is great with the house. Or hope everything's great with the family. Or hope everything's great with retirement. Whatever that last line is. Text 1. So write it down. Text 1. Okay. Easy peasy. You can do that. Number 2, identify it in your last 10 closings, identify your last 10 closings and schedule a touch for them in the month of May. So schedule one touch if you're not touching them now, or one additional touch that's personal, that's a text, that's a call, that's a reach out. The last 10 closings. Okay. If you haven't already done that. Number 3, name 5 vendor partners within the next 3 days. Name 5 vendors. You should be able to go, I have 5 vendor partners and this is their names. If you can't identify their names, not their company, their names, and they're not in your phone on speed dial, like on just, you can just say, hey, Siri, call. If you can't do that, you're not close enough yet. You need to get closer. Okay. So 5, that's your homework this week. 1 contact to a past client today. Your past 10 clients, make sure you have 1 touch in the month of May. And number 3, name 5 vendor partners by the end of the week. If you will do this, I promise you will start to become the hero in your own story by building a system that 84% of your business is going to come from. Guys, I appreciate you listening. Your job now is to go execute. I always say I'm a football coach at heart. My job is to give you the game plans, the strategies, go do the homework, watch the game film, come up with it. But you got to play your game. This is your game. This is your hero story. Uncover, discover the hero in your own story, which is you. Be blessed. Have a great week. Mother's Day's coming, so take care of your moms. If your mom's gone like mine, put a well wish, think about them, go visit them, and have a great, but more importantly, productive week. Be the hero in your own story, guys. Peace and love.